Alright, 11:31 p.m. Saturday, May 12th, 2018, and first up, let me give my warnings. If I use profanity or say something offensive, I'm sorry. I don't know how long the video will be, and definitely if I stutter or have to rephrase something, I am sorry. Okay, let's just go into the video. Okay. In 29 minutes, I will be 20 years old. So I want to talk about a few things that have happened in the last few years of my life. My teen years have had some ups and downs, which I think everyone's does. Mine was mostly downs. I'm not going to name what they were at all because they are too embarrassing to reveal to anybody. Only my mother and father can know this. But let me talk about the good times, okay? My first thing I can remember about when I first entered my teen years, I was 13 then, and I got my very first makeup kit. I was very excited about it. It had a lot of different things, and it wasn't my first time using makeup, but it was my first time using my own personal kit. I mean, I've had little things between ages 7 to 13, but that was it. Like, I've had nail polishes, and I still do, which I gave a review earlier on some Sally Hansen ones, and one from the brand Pure Ice, and one from the brand LA Colors, which I still think they are good. 2 thumbs up, just to make a point to say that. I remember that because that's usually one mile marker in a girl's life, especially when she is really into makeup like I am. I love it. It's just fun for me. Okay. The second mile marker of my life was my 16th birthday. My parents threw a super sweet 16th birthday party for me, and I was dressed up like a beautiful Hollywood actress, I guess you could say. Hollywood star. It was like the red carpet and everything. My mom got some type of red material, and she spread it on the stairs for me to walk down to the limousine. I'm trying to remember this. And I was dressed in an all-black dress, wearing a white mask, or not white, but a black mask with like white sparkles or something, and very nice makeup. And we got into a limousine that she paid $600 for. And then we went to my favorite restaurant, Olive Garden, sorry. That's that dang stuttering thing I told you about. And there was about 30 or 40 of us in that limo. Yeah, there was quite a bit of my family in that limo. There was probably 41 of us, counting the driver. There was a lot of little kids there, and they all wanted to go in support of me, so yeah. That was probably one of the second most fun birthdays of my life. And then my 18th birthday was the most fun because that marked my official entrance into adulthood. And then 10 days prior to that, I actually graduated high school, got my diploma, and, all that crap. It wasn't really crap, but I just went through 4 years of nonsense. I'm just going to put it like that. Nobody report me for that, please, but it's true, but please don't report me. And it wasn't the teachers, really. It was the kids, actually. The teachers were actually good people. Just to make a point to say that so I don't get kicked off YouTube. But let me get back into it. I'm going to be... Okay. My second most memorable memory was when I was 18. The date of September 6, 2016, on a Tuesday, I went to see AC/DC with Axl Rose. It was not what I was wanting to go see, but I really wanted to see Angus Young, so I really didn't want to give back the tickets. So I said, Mom, I'll do it anyways. So I went to see Angus Young, my guitar hero. And by the way, 5 years from now, I'm going to say this straight up. 5 years from now, I better be a guitar player. So listen, future me. Follow the instructions I'm about to say. If this account is still active in a few years and you still use it, okay? Work hard at the guitar. Make a band and try and go on that highway to hell to make it to the top, in the top ranks, and meet your guitar hero. One of them. Mainly Angus Young or Tony Iommi if they're alive in a few years, which I really hope and pray they are. But are you listening? I know this is 5 years in the future, so I'll be like 25 years old when I finally hear this. So, you know, but I wanted to remind myself what my plan was originally, to be a musician. I'm already good at music. I already love music, okay? And why not play it? You know, I just don't. I mean, I have several guitars. I might actually try to invest in a drum kit. And I also have a keyboard. And I used to have a karaoke machine, but it don't work anymore, so I threw it out a long time ago. But, yeah, I have to say that AC/DC concert and my 16th birthday were two of the most fun times of my whole life. And I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, but we will find out in about 23 more minutes. So, I will probably do a video tomorrow if I do anything. So let's just see what the next 5 years has to bring. So I have to follow myself up on those promises. I promised myself I will be a musician. I will have met one of my idols. I will have either opened for the band, or I will be up there close with them in ranks. So, future me better listen to all these instructions, learn as much as I can about the guitar. I know I sound crazy talking about this, but I'm setting a plan for myself, a 5-year planner, I guess you could say, but through a YouTube video. The plan is work hard, learn the guitar, become a musician, and become a guitar player for a band. Okay, preferably form your own band, but either way you go. And also, something just popped into my head that I really want to do. Learn to play a few instruments. Keyboard and piano and drums maybe. And, well, obviously bass, but I hear bass is like super easy to play. But, I need to be versatile between anything so I can get hired into any band for anything. So, you know, just listen. I hope future me listens to this. I hope future me is follow through with this. And I also have interest in weather, so we're going to say I want to be a meteorologist / musician, and I also am into makeup and nail polishing, and I'm not really into doing hair, but I probably will get into it within the next year or two. So I'm actually already thinking about dyeing my hair and crap, but that's a lot of money. Well, find out what future me does. I could look like a punk rock woman. But it's always been a dream of mine to be a rock musician. Ever since I was a little kid, I remember wanting to be a rock musician, so I'm going to force myself to make this come true. I'm going to work at it. I'm definitely going to put some effort into it. And 5 years from now, we'll see where I'm at. I know I've sounded crazy in the video, so please don't report me for sounding crazy or for that small problem towards the school that was years ago. I was just telling the truth. I mean, I went through some nonsense at the school for being different from everyone else, but that's like 2 years in the past now, going on 2 years. And I just want to make this video, and then I will probably post a video tomorrow when I turn 20, or the next day. It might not be exactly tomorrow. It might not be at this exact time tomorrow, which the time is 11:40 p.m. 20 minutes from now, I will be 20 years old. And I've never really counted down the minutes until today, like, other than New Year's. I had an Apple Watch at New Year's, so I knew exactly before it turned to midnight, 3 seconds before, or 15 seconds before, so I actually turned on the TV and turned it on where the ball dropped. It used to count the seconds, but now it doesn't. Since it got updated and crap, but I'm super excited about tomorrow. Nobody knows what tomorrow is going to bring. We don't know if there's going to be, example, just a tornado tomorrow or a severe thunderstorm or something. We don't know what's going to happen. That's called the element of surprise, and I really like the element of surprise in a lot of ways, because good things can happen and bad things can happen. I don't like the bad things. I meant the good things, obviously. one good thing is I will officially be out of these horrible teen years, and then I will be into a new decade, a fresh start, as I want to put it. But I hope and pray that I can follow through on my dream that I already said a couple times in the video. Work hard, be versatile between more than just the guitar and bass, which I don't have a bass guitar yet, but I plan on investing in one sometime. And definitely meet one of your music idols. One of my music idols. I guess I'm thinking my future self is going to remember to listen to this. Or probably not have this account in 5 years. I don't know. We'll see where life takes us. I mean, here's just an example. I could hit the lottery. That would be awesome, but I've played the lottery before, a couple times, but I never won. And if I hit the lottery, that's when you'll stop hearing from me. Unless I just decide to not post for a while, like I did for a few months there, but, 5 years from now, I could be married with children. And I hope not. I don't want kids. And if I do, I want all girls. My family is full of men. I'm literally the second daughter of my parents. The third daughter. Okay, so my family needs more men in it. And I'm sorry, sometimes I forget about my third sister because we haven't spoke to her in a couple of years. So it tends to slip my mind. I know she's still there, so I still have a little sisterly love for her, but it just slips my mind sometimes, just to let you know for future purposes. If I say I'm the second sister or the last daughter, that's why I said that, just to make that very clear. But, let's see. 17 minutes until I'm not a teenager no more. 17 minutes to midnight. God, my teen years have gone by so fast. Like I said, it was just like yesterday. I was turning 13, but it was almost yesterday of 7 years ago. And these 7 years have not been kind to me. But, like I said, we have no idea what these 20s are going to bring. But I do know for sure I better have been a musician in 5 years. I better have done either meteorology, music, or maybe cosmetology. Which all of the above are really possible, honestly. I mean, it might be very hard, like a highway to hell. It's a long way to the top if you want a rock and roll way to get there. But it's not impossible. Because remember this. Anyone out there who wants to be a musician or an architect or anything that is famous or makes a lot of money, remember this. You can't spell the word impossible without I'm possible. And if you really set your mind to it, you can achieve anything you want to do. I want to be a rock musician, so I'm setting my mind to it. I'm giving myself a 5-year span. And if I don't make it in that 5 years, then I'll add another year or 2 or 3. And if then that don't work, then I'm just going to go for something else. So, just remember, and I know that phrase, I'm possible, is probably a copyright thing, which I don't think it is, because a lot of people use that word. Just remember, your dreams are never impossible. No matter what your parents or anyone tells you, they're not impossible. They might be expensive to make happen, but they are possible. My dreams are probably expensive, because instruments and strings and maintaining the guitars is probably $100 alone, and then the instruments can range between $500 to thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. I'm sorry. Let's hope that this little speech problem is completely gone in a couple years. But I only have 1 minute left to talk. God, something startled me, but, so, I'm turning 20 tomorrow. 20, a fresh start. I'm excited for the next 5 years. So I really hope that I become a musician. I really hope that I achieve my dreams, and I hope that my 20s are a lot better to me than my teens were. And hopefully by the time I'm in my 30s, I will be a musician, so I don't have to have all the worries of, I would if I were living on my own, but I don't live on my own, and I don't plan to. But I only have like 15 seconds left, so I'll be 20 tomorrow, fresh start. Thanks guys for listening. 5 years from now, I better be a musician. Thanks for watching. peace, American power, and bye. And sorry about the possible infringements.